We're in the state's Emergency Operations Center. I'm with Mike Willis, who's the Director of Emergency Management for the state. Mike, give us a quick tour of what we're looking at here, because this is basically the epicenter of your managing what's going to happen for the next 12, 24 hours. What do we have around us?
Yeah, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Welcome to the State Emergency Operations Center. As you said, this is where all the coordination across the state agencies and through all the local jurisdictions happens to make sure that we're prepared to support local jurisdictions as they respond to an emergency.
It's a busy time. You've got a big board up here. I'd like to spin around here and show it to everybody, but what are we looking at here?
So we use a map to help us understand situational awareness throughout the state. In this case, we highlight all the counties that are affected. We highlight where counties have set up their emergency operations centers. Some counties have opened warming shelters in preparation for the possibility of people needing to get off the road and go to a warming shelter. And we just track all the different events that occur throughout the affected area.
So we're in the very early stages of this blizzard.
Absolutely.
And right now, not a whole lot happening, but obviously you're monitoring a large area.
It is. It's a pretty large area to keep track of, but nothing substantial has occurred yet. And we just track events as they unfold.
And you've got a second big board up here that we also want to show you. Basically breaking it down county by county. You've got Adams, Arapahoe, Clear Creek, Denver, Douglas, El Paso, and I think you said 9, 10 counties you're monitoring right now?
Yeah, actually we've got 18 counties that have set up their emergency operations centers, and we monitor across 7 community lifelines that we think are essential to the safety of the public. And so each of these categories will monitor throughout the night. Like you said, not much going on. So let's go through
those. You've got activation, you've got state emergency, you've got transportation up there, safety, security, energy, power, hazardous materials. I mean, you've got a lot of different segments in each county that you're monitoring. Why are they all important?
So the 7 community lifelines, which are the 7 starting with transportation, moving across here to communications, that's how we gauge the stability of a community. If we can provide, we, the government, whether it's local government, municipal government, or state government, can ensure those 7 are stable, then we know a community is stable and safe. As they evolve and fluctuate, it helps us prioritize where we put our effort. If one were to turn red as opposed to green, we would begin to add resources and effort to bring stability back to that lifeline and get that community back on its feet. So that's how we keep track of that.
And transportation right now, again, in the very early stages of this storm, but Department of Transportation is here. How you doing? Tony Kovaleski with Denver7.
Terry Kimball, sir.
Hi, Terry. Tell us what you're monitoring here. It's about 3:20. What kind of load are you seeing on the highways right now?
Right now we're using cotrip.org, which is publicly available. One of the tabs does show the location of where all the snowplows currently are. And then there's other tabs that highlight where actual road closures are, where some of the challenges are.
Great.
On the highways.
So one of several monitoring spaces here inside the Emergency Operations Center. We'll look around the room, many others. Give me an idea of kind of what everybody here is looking at. Everybody's got a specific responsibility, right, Mike?
Sure, you bet. Everybody has a specific role. In this case, our Colorado State Patrol representatives monitoring in conjunction with CDOT highway safety. Next to him is our Colorado National Guard representative.
Which the governor called in within the last couple hours?
The governor did call in this morning, the National Guard, so they're staging assets to ensure that they are prepared to help keep our community safe. In the center is our situation and our operations units. Between the two of them, they monitor current operations and what every community, what every jurisdiction is doing, what state agencies are doing. And then the situation unit is the unit that keeps all of our status boards and status maps current so that we don't lose track of the situation.
So fair to say we're early, but it's expected to get a little busier and a little crazier here as the night moves on.
Well, absolutely. The weather forecasters have all predicted that this storm, particularly the winds, will create pretty substantial blizzard circumstances. So, you know, we encourage people, if you don't need to be out, stay home. And if you have to go out, make sure you've got an emergency kit and that you're prepared to stay out in your car for 24 hours if you get stuck, because it takes a while.
Mike Willis, Director of Emergency Management of the state, thank you for the tour. We'll be monitoring this throughout the afternoon, throughout the evening with live updates. For now, we're here at the State Emergency Operations Center. I'm Tony Kovaleski, Denver7.